Hi, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Wondersnatch. Today's going to be a first in a series of festive looks. Around this time of year, we usually have a lot of theme parties and festive parties. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be happening this year, so let's have a party here on my channel instead, alright? Okay, the most basic of all parties is the Gatsby 1920s party. And to spice it up, I'm going to do a yellow look today to ask the question, what would it look like if Pokemon had Gatsby parties? Alright, so I'm going to turn myself into a Pokechew flapper today. Pokechew. So I'm going to turn myself into a Pikachu flapper today. If that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that post notifications bell. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, let's get right into this. I'm just going to prime my face now with some e.l.f. Gatsby parties. How many of you have been invited to a Gatsby party? I think at one point I was invited to 3 separate Gatsby themed parties. I guess it's quite a simple costume to do. For guys, all they have to do is buy something pinstriped, and for girls, any sequined tube dress will do. And then just stick some feathers in your hair and call it Gatsby. Okay, so I'm going to try to paint my face yellow. The last time I did this, I set it with a neutral set and it got really muddy, and I think I posted it but I deleted it and I redid it with a skin tone but with yellow features instead. But this I'm going to try to go all yellow to try to do Pikachu. Okay, so yellow, maroon. This is quite bright, but if you set it with the wrong thing, you can end up with a pretty muddy look. Okay, so let's try to saturate as much as we can. Let's blend it. What other theme parties do you guys have that you're tired of doing? I think all of us are actually dying to get back to a party right now, so I think any party will do. Maybe one day I do a Simpsons look too. This is perfect. And the white, and because I just did a blue look, there's some blue on that white there, so make sure you wipe that off. Alright, if not you're gonna get patches of green and stuff. Make sure all the blue is off. It's a pure white here. And to mix it properly, we don't have to go on right there. We can just load up the sponge and work on a highlight. All of it. Okay, I'm going to work mainly on the highlights so I don't have to add in too many colors to do the contouring. Okay, if not, this yellow can get very strange colored very quickly. Okay, so most of the contours I'll be doing with powders. Okay, my hair is getting in the way. Let's get some face tapes on. And I'm going to frame the face with some black today, okay, and give myself a nice big smoky eye using my black marron. Flappers have a saddish brow. Okay, and then using the white to sharpen it up. Keep wiping your brush off if you get some black. And I think I'm going to get that onto the eye as well, just for a face. This time I'm just going to follow my actual socket like that, okay, because that's a bit of a sad eye. I've done a Gatsby look before. You know, for me, because I have this brow bone, if I went too big with this sad eye, it kind of looks very, you can see the ridges there. Not very nice because of the shape of my face. But let's just see whether this works. Let's just bring it all the way around. And of course it wouldn't be Pikachu without the big red blush there. So I'm going to do a Crystal Method thing. Use my Marron Red. So now we set with powders. Very important, don't just use any old setting powder. Either use a white, okay, for the highlighted areas, or use a no color. So the Kimchi no colors are really good, or RCMA no color is cheap. You can buy that off Beauty Bay, and make sure all your puffs don't have any weird shit on them. And carry some of that off. Okay, make sure there's highlighted areas, and then your no color, I'm using the Puff Puff Pass, using a clean puff. Okay, so let's just let that sit for a while. See, after you use it, your puff becomes a bit yellow, so I always wash everything after each time I do makeup. So you can see I made some boo-boos. when you stamp it on too quickly, you transfer a little bit there. So I need to cover that up with some yellow. Okay, today I want to use my other Beauty Bay palette, my Sunset Horizons palette. Some very warm colors in here, including a black and some yellows. I'm going to contour with a fresh brush too. I'm going to use Reef, which is a lighter orange. I'm going to use this to contour. I never really did play much Pokemon as a child. My siblings are crazy for Pokemon Go. I did play Pokemon Go for a couple of months when it first came out when I was in America. And I think I started it the evening I went for a conference. So I know I went off to some place in upstate New York and caught tons of different Pokemon. But once I came back to the city, all I got were Rattatas and Pidgeys, so I gave up after about a month. Yeah, my life in America wasn't that exciting. It was mainly just home, gym, lab, home, gym, lab. So I didn't get to catch very many Pokemon, but it was such a craze. I think it still is in Singapore. My siblings would just take whole days off just to catch Pokemon on special occasions. Let's go into the eyes. Just going to set down some of this RCMA and Super White right below here just to catch any fallout. Definitely go in with the black. Okay, so Midnight, open this whole thing up. Bring it up to the sides. We'll blend it out and we'll try to meet this part up to there, okay? And we want this part to have some dark colors. Why? Because there's a brow bone there. So remember, dark colors will push things back, so hopefully this will push my brow bone back a little bit. Using a fluffy brush, I'm going to be blending it out with Sorbet, okay, a darker orange. So this look is actually inspired by a couple of Instagram makeup artists. I think Rachel Duffy was the first one who did this look. I tried following that for my first Gatsby look, but as I said, my brow bone doesn't allow that. Okay, you need a really flat eye surface to work that kind of look. Bimblebee is another one who does a lot of these very 1920s flapper inspired looks. So you have to try to make sure it works for your face shape. Not everyone can pull it off. See? So blending out with orange, and then we're going to blend that out further with yellow. Blend until your hand hurts situation. Until your hand starts cramping up. Okay, and once you got that down, you're going to blend that out with Moonlit, which is a mustardy yellow. Okay, see how that softens everything and blends it into the skin. Right, I'm just going to fill in these brows off camera. I'll be right back. So I've deepened up those brows, and now I'm just using my Super White. I'm just going to highlight maybe the center here, bring it down the nose, and wipe off this bit. So instead of going in with very heavy contours, I'm actually using the white to highlight instead. I'm going to use that same shade of orange to contour my nose. Just build it up. Just make sure this connects down there, see? I'm going to use Mirage from the Sunset Horizons, but it's a gold, and gold on black, okay, can look quite pretty. So that goes right in the middle. Okay, can build it up, and then right in the middle. And make sure you go towards that brow there. Okay, and then line. And as usual, set that with black. Deepen up the contours a little bit. Okay, you can use a little bit of black. Just right at the corner. Just blend it all the way down. Now we can brush off the rest of this powder. Intensify the Pikachu blush with Mikai from the Beauty Bay Nikki tutorials. Okay, and I guess it'll be a little black lip. Pikachu flapper coming through. I really like the Pokemon memes where they compare them to drag queens as well, because Pokemon is so colourful and playful. There are several artists that make these Pokemon / drag queen things. I'm going to link them down below and flash them out here. Really cute. Okay, and I think we can also add in some of this gold onto the lips as well. Let it dry a little bit. I'm going to add something to this, and since Pikachu is a little electric Pokemon, I'm going to use my yellow Silver Beauty. I'm going to do something like a Gigi Good crease, okay, to draw an electric crease. What to do? Okay, something like that. Keep this on the other side. Okay, let that dry. Might have to go over that a couple of times. Okay, going back into Mirage also. And highlight the top. Okay, I think I'm almost done. I'm going to do some finishing touches, maybe paint a little bit more of this yellow, and I'll be back with the finished look. Pikachu, I choose you! And this is the finished look. Pikachu goes to a Great Gatsby themed party. The blush really looks like the kind of blush that flappers used to have in the 1920s, right? I think if history serves us well, post-pandemic in the 1920s, there was this roaring 20s, right? So I think with Biden winning the presidency and with the vaccine for coronavirus coming soon, I think there's going to be a roaring 20s coming up. So I think we've got to get ready for more Gatsby-themed parties and maybe, I don't know, maybe something else in the works. Alright, so if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications. And, and why don't you leave down in the comments what theme party you're going to invite me to, and I'm going to try to come as a crazy pop culture character for that party. Alright? Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye! Don't forget to check out my other videos. I painted myself blue for democracy, and I did a brown cow stunning Monique Hart look. Alright, I'll see you next time. Pika pika! Bye!